2. New entrepreneurship. New entrepreneurship represents a significant shift in the way that businesses are created and operated, and is likely to continue to shape the economy and society in the years to come. The rise of new entrepreneurship is often associated with the rise of digital technologies, but also refers to changing business models, social and economic conditions, and societal values, such as a growing interest in social responsibility, sustainability, the protection of the environment, and a desire for more flexible and fulfilling work. Having this in mind, we would like to deepen in the competencies that young people need to succeed in the new entrepreneurship and the barriers they might encounter. 2.1. What competencies do young people lack? The next competencies we are going to present are not exclusive to young people. Entrepreneurs of all ages can struggle with these skills. However, young people may have had fewer opportunities to develop them and may therefore need extra support and guidance as they embark on their entrepreneurial journeys. First of all, many young people may not have a strong understanding of business and financial concepts, such as accounting, marketing, and cash flow management, due to a combination of factors. These factors include limited experience working in business environments or managing finances, limited exposure to entrepreneurship and therefore limited understanding and skills on how to start and run a business, insufficient education about business and financial concepts, lack of support and role models to guide them through the entrepreneurial challenges, etc. On the other hand, starting a business can be risky and requires strong leadership skills, including the ability to inspire and motivate others, delegate tasks, and make tough decisions. Young people may lack these skills, as normally there is no related training in educational settings and they lack experience, which might create a feeling of insecurity. Since leadership involves taking risks, many young people may be hesitant to take on these responsibilities for fear of making mistakes or facing criticism. On the same line, young people may not have had enough life experience to develop a strong sense of resilience, the ability to bounce back from failures and setbacks, identify and solve problems, or adapt quickly to changing circumstances and market conditions, with limited resources and under tight deadlines. Lastly, building a successful business requires a strong network of contacts and the ability to build relationships with customers, suppliers, and other stakeholders. As it is natural, young people do not have yet a lot of experience working in professional settings or building relationships with colleagues and business contacts. This lack of experience can make it harder for them to know how to effectively network, follow up, and nurture relationships over time. 2.2. What are the barriers to development in this direction? Entrepreneurial ventures begin with a big dream in the mind of a person. Anyone can become an entrepreneur and start something new, exciting, and fulfilling, with enough grit and persistence. Most entrepreneurs with solid ideas have a good chance of becoming successful if they remain adaptable, proactive, and open. But to transform that dream into reality might be a process full of challenges. Entrepreneurs can face obstacles from many different areas, but when we are young and new to the business, there always seem to be extra hurdles to jump over. There are certain external and internal factors which either support or act as barriers to entrepreneurship. Such factors can be economic, social, political, or psychological, and may be standing between a young person and their entrepreneurial dreams. For example, many young people may not have access to the financial resources needed to start a new business, which also implies struggling to have certain resources like an office space, equipment, or technology, making it difficult to get their businesses up and running. The fact is that no matter how brilliant the business idea is, if young people don't have the capital or investment to get it out into the marketplace, it will fail. Since startups usually require time, money, and resources for researching and developing new and innovative products or services, young people could rely on financial support from the government research and development, R&D incentives, R&D tax relief, or R&D grant funding. They could also ask family and friends to invest in their business ideas or find business partners with whom to share financial and mental burdens, retaining the majority share of the business so it still feels their own. One of the main barriers young entrepreneurs encounter is the imposter syndrome or the fear of failing, which prevent them from pursuing entrepreneurship or cause them to give up quickly when faced with challenges. A possible solution against fear is to turn it into a strong motivator. Fear can push young entrepreneurs forward, drive them to work harder, make smarter decisions, and think strategically. Another solution could be to talk to older entrepreneurs and their experiences overcoming their mistakes and learning from them. It would also be useful to be surrounded with positive people who want us to do well and who share the same passion, goals, and vision. Always, before throwing in the towel, they should allow themselves some time and space to refocus on their end goal and rediscover why they wanted to start their business in the first place. Another barrier young people face, as they try to start a business, is the lack of access to networks, entrepreneurial education, and mentorship that could help them navigate this challenge. Therefore, many young people may not be aware of the opportunities that exist for them as entrepreneurs. Finding a mentor or group can be really helpful. For that, they could join entrepreneurship networks or attend events and conferences in their local communities or online. This can provide opportunities to connect with other entrepreneurs, mentors, and investors, to learn from their experiences and about resources and opportunities for funding and support, or gain insights into best practices and trends in their industry. Other ways of overcoming this barrier might be participating in accelerator or incubator programs, seeking individual mentors for guidance and support, or even leverage social media and online platforms, groups, and forums for connecting with other entrepreneurs and mentors. Young entrepreneurs also have to cope with legal and regulatory barriers, licensing requirements, zoning restrictions, etc., as starting a new business can be bureaucratically complicated. In this case, they could consult lawyers, business associations, government agencies, or pro bono services that provide free or low-cost legal advice to entrepreneurs, to make sure they understand and comply with all relevant laws and regulations. They can also directly connect with local business associations, partner with experienced entrepreneurs, subscribe to newsletters from government agencies or business associations, or attend events and conferences focused on entrepreneurship, to stay informed about any legal updates or changes that may affect their business. Another detrimental scenario is often the struggle of young entrepreneurs to gain credibility with potential investors, customers, and partners, who may view their youth and lack of experience as a liability. Or even worse, young people from certain backgrounds or communities may face greater social stigma or cultural discrimination when trying to start a business. That is why young entrepreneurs may struggle to access markets for their products or services, particularly if they are competing with more established businesses. Some things that help avoid this obstacle is to build a strong brand, develop a solid business plan that outlines our goals, strategies, and financial projections, establish a professional online presence, build relationships, attending industry events, conferences, and networking events, and focus on customer satisfaction. These actions can help young entrepreneurs build their credibility, reach potential customers and partners, and open doors to new opportunities. Lastly, many young entrepreneurs are still studying or have other responsibilities, such as caring for family members or working other jobs. Balancing these responsibilities with entrepreneurship can be challenging. In order to overcome such difficulty, young entrepreneurs should be flexible, schedule time carefully according to priorities and realistic goals, and delegate certain tasks. Young entrepreneurs should cultivate their time management skills and take care of their physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Get enough sleep, eat well, exercise, relax, etc. 2.3. Inspire action, people who run their business according to permaculture principles and their experience. Young people nowadays have dreams, they have hopes, and they have goals that they are trying to meet. A great way to encourage young people to become entrepreneurs is by actually showing them what kind of impact they could have with their ideas and actions, especially regarding environmental and social issues. Young people who want to change the world can certainly achieve more through entrepreneurship than through any other kind of work field. They can eliminate, with their ideas and ventures, certain problems and focus on creating a much more inclusive and sustainable society for all. Another great way to help young people become entrepreneurs is by giving them successful examples of business that can help them thrive, while caring for the environment and the people around. We will see how permaculture can help young people in their mission to change the world and develop their business ideas, and some examples of businesses which embrace permaculture ethics and design principles in their business practices. Permaculture originated in the 70s, with Australian ecologists Bill Mollison and David Holmgren, who were looking to create a permanent agriculture. Now it has become a worldwide movement and expanded to encompass permanent culture, which is directly linked to the concept of sustainability. In the business world, sustainability is synonymous with success, effectiveness, and prosperity. Permaculture, which is a holistic design system for sustainable and regenerative living, looks to nature as a model, where all the parts collaborate to support life and continuity, and can provide young people with valuable skills, mindset, values, and knowledge necessary to become successful and socially responsible entrepreneurs. For example, permaculture is based on a design system that emphasizes observation, analysis, and strategic planning. Young entrepreneurs can apply this approach to their own ventures, helping them to create innovative and effective business models. Design thinking is a basic step to develop a good business plan. The following is a list of successful European businesses which incorporate permaculture principles into their business approach. Some are obviously related to agriculture and farming, like Ridgedale Permaculture, a family farm and educational center in Sweden, using permaculture principles to produce food, fiber, and fuel, to regenerate the land and support local communities. They offer courses and workshops on permaculture. Krameterhof. Sepp Holzer is a farmer and permaculturist based in Austria, running a permaculture farm in the Alps. He has written several books on his farming methods, which focus on utilizing natural processes and designing integrated ecosystems. Tamera, a research and education center in Portugal that focuses on using permaculture principles to design their food systems and infrastructure, and offers courses and workshops on permaculture, ecology, and peace building. They run community-based initiatives related to sustainable development and social justice. However, permaculture principles can also be applied to a wide range of industries and fields, and many businesses are finding creative ways to integrate these principles into their operations. Here we have some examples. The Fold, a sustainable fashion brand located in the UK that uses permaculture principles to guide their operations. They focus on creating ethical and sustainable clothing using natural materials and work with permaculture farms to source their materials. Lush, a cosmetics company based in the UK that uses permaculture principles in their approach to sourcing and manufacturing ingredients. They prioritize ethical and sustainable sourcing of raw materials, and also use regenerative agricultural practices on their own farms to produce ingredients like lavender and chamomile. Green Adventure, a permaculture-based adventure travel company located in Slovenia. They offer tours and trips that focus on sustainable travel, permaculture, and outdoor education, working with local communities to promote sustainable tourism. Poland, Greenpeace Polska, an environmental organization that focuses on advocating for environmental protection and sustainability. Zielona Przystań, a permaculture farm that uses sustainable and regenerative farming practices to grow food and promote biodiversity. EcoBeaker, a permaculture-based cosmetics company located in Poland that uses natural, organic ingredients, prioritizing ethical and sustainable sourcing practices. They also educate consumers about the impacts of the cosmetics industry on people and the environment. Hungary, Szent István University, a research and educational institution that offers courses on permaculture design and sustainable agriculture. Bakonyi Szilag, a permaculture-based eco-lodge and retreat center, located in Hungary that focuses on sustainable living and education on permaculture design, sustainable agriculture, and natural building. Spain, Los Portales, a permaculture-based farm located in Andalusia, Spain. They offer educational programs and workshops on permaculture design and sustainable living. EcoAlf, a Spanish fashion company that uses recycled materials and sustainable production methods to create environmentally friendly clothing and accessories. They also use permaculture principles in their manufacturing processes to reduce waste and minimize environmental impact.